charge. Better hit him, Owen.
All right, John, here we go. Sound check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. John Beverly back in the studio. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Check, check. John. Check 1, 2, 3.
1, 2. Check, check, check. JV game is a 1-point game. Hopefully it won't go to overtime. Can't call timeout. We don't have the ball, Coach. You got to be kidding me.
He's good. He's good.
Okay, here comes Spots.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
All right.
It's the end of a long day, and your feet
Hopefully
are
that sounded
tired,
good.
or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You
1
don't
minute,
want to have to walk clear to the back
17
of the
seconds
store
left
to get
in
a
the
gallon
JV
of
game.
milk and a dozen
Hillcrest
eggs.
leads
I
by
suspect
1.
We all can relate to both of those stories.
So
the
we'll see if we
great
go to
news is
overtime.
that this problem has been
And I'll give you an
solved
update
by
on our
Stokes
start
Market
time
in Preston, with
as
a
soon as this
recently
game is
installed
over.
new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs.
Fans are starting to fill in pretty good.
varsity teams in the state can't score 70 points.
That foul right there. It was because Hillcrest had the.
1-2. Onesies, twosies. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. We welcome you inside Preston Gym as tonight the Indians come back home and take on the Hillcrest Knights. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter here at the gym. Our stage manager tonight is Don Hubbard, and back in the studio is John Beverly with us this evening as the Preston Indians get ready to take on one of the great good teams in 4A around the state. That, of course, the Hillcrest Knights, who beat Preston twice last year, including one here in Preston Gym, and also one on a three-pointer at the buzzer last year, on a shot made by Cooper Kessler that put the Knights to a win up in Hillcrest last year as well. John Slaughter, boy, this promises to be an exciting game.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one, and the Knights are very athletic, very tall, very, very good shooters, and Preston's going to have their work cut out for them, but they should match up actually pretty good.
Preston coming off a 25-point win over Twin Falls, their last time out last Saturday, and get ready to take on this Hillcrest team. Now, all week we've been talking about how they're one of the top teams in 4A. The new polls came out today. They're ranked second in the coaches' poll, one spot ahead of the Indians, and they're ranked fourth in the media poll, one spot behind the Indians.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting because, like I say, it just depends on how they get in our matchups. We've had a very strong and very competitive season so far, but so have they. So it's going to be interesting to see how who can actually step up tonight. We do have a home court advantage.
Over the years, the last few years, Preston has only lost 6 games out of their last 60 starts here at Preston Gym. One of those losses came to Hillcrest.
Yeah, they're a good team. Very, very. They've even got some youth on this team. Their varsities, they're up there. They've got like 4 or 5 seniors, and most of them will play tonight. But and Preston, actually in a little bit of a rebuild too.
Yeah, the Indians come in 11-1. The Hillcrest Knights are 8-2, but they've won 7 straight coming into tonight's game.
Yeah, they definitely have a great momentum going. Coach Miller's got, or not Miller, Austin does a great job with these guys, and he knows how to work them in, work the players.
They average right at 67 points a game, which is about 4 points more than what Preston has averaged so far this year. So it ought to be a good one. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll take a timeout. We'll get some feelings from Tyler Jones, see what he thinks before we get started here tonight. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com. When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. It's the Indians and the Hillcrest of Knights coming up here in just a couple of minutes here from Preston Gym. And please, we talked to Coach Jones here before the game. This, if you can't get up for this game, you just don't have a pulse.
No, this is, before the season one that you circle. Very good team last year. They played at the state tournament. They played in the third place game. Middleton beat them in the semis, and they returned their whole entire team this year. They're loaded, and a lot of their guys are 3-year starters. They have the big man Davis in the middle, is one of the best, athletic kids in the state. So they're a solid team. Really experienced team, and definitely, probably the favorite, a lot of people would say, this year to win 4A.
The new polls came out today, and in one poll, they're ahead of us, and in one poll, we're ahead of them.
Yeah, yep. So, no, two good teams, and, as we get ready for conference play after this game, this is what you want. You want to challenge yourself in the preseason, go play the best teams, and I thought we've had a tough schedule to this point, played some really good teams, Bishop Kelly, Jerome, Hillcrest, and we'll see how we stack up tonight.
Been a few days since you've been on the court. You haven't played since last Saturday when you knocked off Twin Falls here. Another good game for the guys to extend a winning streak and pick up their 11th win of the year.
Yeah, I thought we did some good things. I thought our defense was pretty solid the other night. We, did a good job of containing them, and in the second half I thought we got out and played our style more, got the ball inside and got the post going. So tonight this will be a challenge. I think some of the keys to tonight will be defensively slowing them down. They have 4 guards, and all of them can shoot it, all of them can attack, and then they have the big. So it's kind of, what do you do to try to slow them down the most?
The thing that I liked about our team, and I've been since day one, is really the balanced attack. You don't lean on one guy to go out and lead the team in scoring night after night.
No, exactly. I think you look throughout the season, we've had multiple guys lead the team in scoring, and normally when we get 3 or 4 guys in double figures is when we're really tough to beat. And And tonight, I think we're going to have a balanced effort. Bigs, and our guards are going to have to hit some shots, and we're going to need everybody again to contribute.
How's Tyler? I know he's not going to be in the game tonight. How's he doing in his recovery?
Good. He won't be able to play tonight. We're hoping next Tuesday is what we're targeting, that he'll be able to play. Hopefully he's able to shoot, and he says he's doing a lot better. But it's kind of protocol that you keep him out of at least a week. But we're hoping to get him back full strength next week.
It's like you said, this is after this game. You open up conference play. You get tough back-to-back games against Century and Pocatello coming up.
Yep. So no, that's kind of what you prepare for, and the stakes kind of go up here starting tonight with this year with the state tournament. They seed teams off of it's all off of max prep. So when you play these big games, you're playing for something also in the fact that you want a good seed if you make it to Boise. So this will be a tough one, and should be a lot of fun. One that we got to get a good start. I think if we can get a good start tonight and settle in and get confident that we can play with them, that'll be a huge bonus. What we can't afford is to them come out and get hot early, because they can shoot it and drive it, and then they have the bigs. So we're going to have our hands full, and this is one of those that should be a lot of fun to watch, and hopefully we get a great crowd tonight.
Well, it should be a fun one. It's going to be an important one, and hopefully we come out with a win in the end. We thank you for your time, and hopefully see you after the game.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Tyler Jones, our guest here on the pregame show. Take a break. Be back right after this.
KACA.
Why just get a job when you can start an exciting career in healthcare? Franklin County Medical Center is now hiring. We are looking for talented people to join our team with multiple positions available across several departments. Day or night shifts, full or part-time. There's something for everyone. Make a difference in our community. Start a career at Franklin County Medical Center. We have competitive pay, referral bonuses, benefits including education assistance to help you advance your education and expand your career options. Find out more about what is available and apply at fcmc.org/careers.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 Spray-On Lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All Wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back here to Preston Gym. We're just a couple minutes away from starting lineups and the opening tip, John, which gives you a chance to talk about your keys to tonight's game.
Well, key number one is we've got to stop Davis in the center. Brecker has a tough job inside there. This guy's very athletic, very, very capable of shooting inside out. So whatever we do, we're going to have to probably double team him down in the points. We're going to miss Linhart that way because he could help Brecker out inside a lot better than a lot. We don't know how much playing time Larson's going to get, but anyway. The next thing is our guards have to hit on. We've got to be on tonight. We're gonna match up very good, maybe even a little bit ahead of guard work, because we have some outstanding outside shooters and players outside. We're gonna have to hit, but we're gonna have to hit shots. And the other thing is I think we're gonna have to run with them. we're going to have to push the ball up the court and get those fast breaks down the floor. So our inside game's going to have to work hard tonight, but if we can do that, we can win.
Well, we get a little bit of help as 6'4" Titan Knapp will dress for varsity tonight off the JV team, with Tyler Linhart being out with continuing in the concussion protocol. We invite you now to stay tuned. It's the Indians and the Hillcrest Knights coming up next, right here on KACH.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's the end of a long day and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
Proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Indian basketball. The Indians take the floor as they look for another trip to the state playoffs. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care, when you have an occasion where you need someone to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Browns & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. They have the parts that you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle. They will fix the car that the other mechanics will refuse to touch. Tonight's game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Well, a very good evening, everybody. Welcome back here to Preston Gym as the Knights and the Indians get ready to square off here at Preston Gym here tonight. They're introducing the starting lineups as they dim the lights to introduce the Indians. Starters for the Hillcrest Knights tonight, 6'7" sophomore Isaac Davis will start in the middle. Cooper Kessler, a senior who beat the Indians last year on a three-pointer at the buzzer, gets a start tonight. It will be Austin starting tonight for the Knights. Garrett Fippen will start tonight as well. He's a 6' senior. And Kobe Kessler, a 6'2" junior, starts tonight as well for the Knights. For the Indians, it's their usual five: Rhett Larson, Cam Hobbs, the 6' junior, Brecker Knapp, one senior, Steve Roberts, a 6'3" senior, and Drew Jones, the leading scorer on the team, a 6' sophomore, gets a start tonight for the Preston Indians. John, we've talked about it. We've analyzed it ad nauseum. It's time to put all that aside. It's time to play some basketball.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's time for these two teams to get it on the court.
Let's go. It's going to be a good one. I'm looking for a barn burner, just like the JV team was. That was a not a 5-point difference, but it came down at the last 30 seconds of the game.
Yeah,
so this will be a good one also.
JV lost 72-67 to Hillcrest JV team. Tonight's opening tap is brought to you by Motor Jungle, 597 North State Street in Preston. Remember, they'll work on all kinds of vehicles, even the one that you drive. So here we go. Brecker Knapp will jump center for the Indians. It'll be Isaac Davis to jump for the Knights. Preston dressed in their whites, trimmed in blue, as the Knights would be in black, trimmed in white. And it's opening taps controlled by Davis, all the way back in the backcourt to Kobe Kessler.
Kessler's the one we're going to have to watch it on the outside.
Cooper Kessler has it. Lob inside as it's no good as Davis missed the dunk. Here comes Knapp up the floor, runs into a man, loses it, and is taken away by the Knights. Here comes Phippen up into the front court. Get it down low on the block. He goes to Davis, spins on Larson, shoots over Larson, air ball pulled down by Knapp. As they get it to Roberts, and he'll give it to Hobbs, and they'll slow it down now and set up the offense. As Cam looks down the right side of the lane, stops, free throw line extended right, gives it off to Roberts back at the top of the key. Roberts now looks down the left side, and he'll give it off to Jones. Jones looks back at Dad, calling out the signals from over at the bench. To Roberts, now in the left corner, it goes back down. Larson, great pass down low to Knapp for the layup.
Yeah, great look by Larson as he saw Knapp all alone underneath the basket.
Preston draws first blood. They lead 2-0. As they try to get it inside again, it comes to Kessler. This is Kobe Kessler. Bounce it down low to his brother Cooper. Back outside to Kobe again. Drives all the way, lay it in.
There's that point coach was making. They drive on the lane. They come up the lane. They're not afraid to drive to the basket.
Very quick down the lane as well. As here's Hobbs with it. Set up the offense again. Looks down the left side of the key. Gives it off to Roberts, top of the key. One bounce dribble. He'll flip it to Jones. Drew holds on to it there. Kessler comes out way out near the timeline to guard him there. As driving. Ball was tipped by Davis off the hands of Larson, picked up as it's Kessler back up in the front court. Kessler drives into the right corner, driving again, tries to kick it off, and his pass is intercepted by Knapp. Brecker quickly back up into the front court. We'll give it to Jones. Drew wants to drive. Back to Larson, 16 feet straight away. Put it in.
Nice little jump shot from the foul line from Larson to be able to put that in off the rim.
About 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Preston leads 2-0. The first quarter tonight brought to you by Preston Preston Dental. Cooper Kessler comes around the screen, drives, and has his shot blocked underneath. As it comes to Hobbs, he gets cut off by Phippen. Gets up into the front court, comes around the screen. He's double teamed. Phippen takes it away. They're going to call it a held ball, and it's going to stay with the Indians.
Yeah, they didn't want him to fight in there too hard, but they're calling that jump ball real quick as they tie each other up right there in the middle of the key.
So Hobbs to bring it in underneath the basket in the front court for Preston. In the corner, Jones lets one man fly by, pulls up. This is a 2 off the glass, no good. Davis has the rebound. He'll kick it back out to Kobe Kessler, back up into the front court. Kobe goes to Cooper Kessler, now over in the corner, driving the baseline, put it up and in. That was Jace Austin with the layup.
Yeah, Austin's quick off the baseline up and a little one off the glass.
The guy offensively, besides Davis with the height you have to keep an eye on, is Cooper Kessler, who hasn't scored yet in this 4-4 tie. Roberts has it, holds on to it there, comes around the screen, gives it back outside to Hobbs. Pulls up, doesn't take the 3. Give it back to Roberts as Cooper Kessler comes all the way out and tries to punch it away. Gives it off to Knapp. Back to Jones. Comes back across the top of the key. Almost lost it as Phippen got a hand on it. Give it back to Hobbs in the right corner. Pulls up a 2-pointer. It's going to be a little short. Larson with the rebound. Fights for it inside. Kick it back outside to Roberts. Tried to go right up but lost control of the ball and had to regather it. Give it back to Jones in the paint. Scoop shot around. Davis is in.
That's one of Drew Jones' talents is right there is when he's blocked and come front and he can come up from underneath, especially those big guys like Davis.
6-4, Preston has a lead. Cooper Kessler gets it down on the blocks, kicks it back outside to Kobe. That's no good. Davis has the rebound inside. He'll kick it back out to Phippen. They'll get it back inside to Davis again. He stands baseline on the left. He gives it back to Phippen. You will hold on to it momentarily and give it back to Cooper Kessler. Crosses over a couple of times on Hobbs, can't penetrate, so he'll get it back outside to Fippen again. As the Preston student section really starts to turn up the volume. Down low, Kessler off the glass, no. Davis with another rebound and a holding foul against Larson.
Yeah, they're going to get him. Larson was pushing in as he come down off of the rebound with Davis. Pushed him off the side.
Almost looks like he landed on Rhett's foot. He's kind of hobbling a little bit. He's going to come off. Now as Cade Lords will come in.
Larson did a terrific job in there while he was in there. We need that beef inside.
Preston up 6-4. They give it to Davis. Lay it up and in. Davis has his first 2 points of the game. He averages about 12.5. But he is not the leading scorer on the team. That's Cooper Kessler, who averages right at 20. Knapp has it there at the left elbow. They switch on him. Kick it back outside to Hobbs. He'll look at a three. That's an air ball. As it comes off, the long rebound comes to Fippen. Weaves his way through traffic. Back to Austin. Chase tries to give it off. They give it to Davis. It's picked up there by Knapp. He gives it to Roberts quickly up into the front court to Jones in the right corner. He'll hold it back out, and he'll give it to Hobbs to set up the offense again. But there's nobody in the middle, and he goes all the way for the layup.
Boy, did he split the ocean that time and go right down the middle. It was just an easy one like that.
8-6 Preston, 2:50 to play here in the first quarter. Kessler back up into the front court. Gives it off to Cooper again. Cooper, the senior. Kobe is a junior as he has to pull the ball way back outside. Lott thinks about shooting over Hobbs, doesn't. Back down low to Davis. Go back up and in. Got great position on Knapp. There wasn't anything Brecker could do.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do because Davis is very talented inside. He comes in and off that glasses, and he jumps up. He looks down at the basket.
We're tied at 8 with 2:20 to play here in quarter number 1. Hobbs, free throw line extended right. Back out top it comes to Knapp. Back to Jones. He looks at a three. Going to be just a little too long, and that'll be a foul on Lords going over the back. Second foul against the Indians. First on Lords. Hillcrest has not committed a foul yet in the first 6 minutes of the game. So 8-8 tie, and here comes Kessler back up into the front court. Looks down the right side, gives it off to Cooper again. Kessler stops, gives it off to Austin, gets it back. A little spin move down low, no good. Knapp has that rebound. Brecker pushes back up into the front court here for the Indians. He'll stop at the elbow, give it off to Lords down in the corner. Bounce it back outside again. It comes to Hobbs. Rhett Larson back into the game, has it top of the key. One bounce dribble, wants to Hobbs to come back to receive the pass. Back down low to Knapp. Good pass, good look down low, and a foul before the shot. So no basket.
Is that on Davis?
Yes, it is. It'll be his first team foul against the Knights, as they're going to get Talon Taylor into the game. He's a 6'3" sophomore. So Hobbs to bring it in from underneath their own basket. Looks, now gets it into Lords. Lords comes around the screen. Davis way out away from the basket to try to sneak the ball away, but they're able to control it and give it back to Hobbs as he goes back to Jones over on the right side. Right corner now back to Hobbs there, back out to Jones. Jones will go to Larson, holds it up, comes over on the left side, back to Lords, back out to Hobbs. Another look at a three, needs a bounce, won't get it. Good rebound inside by Larson, goes up around Davis and puts it in.
Great job by using his body to get in front of Davis so that he could get that basket in up and over the rim.
10-8 with 1 minute to play here in quarter number 1. Ham will be in next time it's dead for the Indians. As Eric Patterson into the game for the first time here for the Knights. Has it taken away by Knapp. Here comes Brecker. Weaves around a couple of players and gets the layup.
Great move by Brecker as he broke free on that and could have passed it off, but he took it right to the hoop.
4-point lead for the Indians. 35 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. As Kessler takes it down into the right corner. Thinks about the shot, doesn't take it, gives it back to Davis, who now dribbles it back outside the three-point arc. Looks at Larson, doesn't take it. Goes back to Kobe Kessler. The drive, partially blocked and taken away by the Indians. Knapp has it with 20 seconds to play, up into the front court. Give it back to Lords. Cade holds on to it, gives it back to Hobbs now with 12 seconds to play. Look down in the corner, now with 8. Hobbs wants to drive all the way. Gets down, goes around Davis, partially blocked, taken down. Kessler has it with 2, with 1, lets it fly. It'll count if it goes, but it misses. And Preston will have a 4-point lead as we go to the second quarter. Yep. Second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Preston has a 12-8 lead. We'll go there. We come back right after this.
KACH.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 spray-on lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. The Preston Lady Indian road trip continues on Thursday night when they head to Pocatello to face the Thunder. The Lady Indians defeated the Thunder in Preston a couple of weeks ago and now look to sweep the season series from Pokey with a win on the road Thursday night. Join John Slaughter and myself for the call live on mylocalradio.com starting at 7:15. You can also hear the game on KACH following the Westside game. It's the Lady Indians and the Pocatello Thunder on your home for Preston Indian sports, KACH.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back to Preston Gym as we start quarter number 2. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter as the Knights have the ball and they get the ball inside to Davis. Larson punches it away but draws the foul, and that's his second.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that, but he was trying to stop the pass into Davis, but he come up over the top.
So Rhett Larson will leave, and Steve Roberts back in for the Indians. Also, Will Hamlin starts the quarter back in here for the Preston here as well. So they try to front Davis as they bring it in out way outside to Phippen. Phippen goes back over on the left side to Cooper Kessler. Doesn't take the shot from the left corner. It's a 3 by Patterson is good.
Yeah, that was a nice shot by Cooper as he was able to just get over. Nobody really put any pressure on him. Lords tried to come out, but didn't get there.
And now it's poked away as Taylor took it away from Jones, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Last touch by the Knights. Second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Go where you'll be treated like your friend for anything your car might need. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in downtown Preston. Here comes Jones up into the front court. Gives it off. Hamlin immediately will pop a 3. Just no good, just a hair too long as the long rebound comes off to Taylor. Gives it off to Cooper Kessler up into the front court. He takes a long 3. That's no good. And Knapp has that rebound. Quickly back up into the front court. Ball was not deflected. Lord said it was touched. Now the other official steps in to say it was touched, and they make the correction. As the coach was getting ready to argue, and Davis, very gallant, steps up and says, "It was deflected, Coach. I touched it."
I like to see that. That's great sportsmanship on Davis's part.
As Roberts to bring it in, brings it in way outside as Lords comes out to get it. He'll give it off to Jones. 1 minute gone here in quarter number 2. 1 point lead for the Indians at 12-11. Hamlin way outside. Gives it back to Lords. Comes back over here on the left side as it comes to Roberts. Roberts looking back down low to Lords. Goes up and over Davis and in.
Lords is playing outstanding today. He blocked a shot earlier that was very proficient for Preston, and then a good jump shot inside the key.
3-point lead for the Indians, 14-11. As Cooper Kessler brings it back across the top of the key as Preston goes to a man-to-man defense here this time down the floor. As it goes to Phippen in the left corner, down low to Davis, shoots over Knapp, good. Davis has got 6 here in the early going. That kind of makes up for Kessler, their leading scorer, at 20 points a game, who has a big fat goose egg so far. Lords at the left elbow has it poked away by Kessler. So you have to run to get it. Hamlin back to Knapp. Brecker doesn't shoot it, gives it back to Jones. Preston has not made a 3-pointer yet in the game.
Right, they're struggling, and they're not giving Drew any room at all to shoot a 3.
As it comes back to Lords. Lords holds on to it. And now it comes to Hamlin. He'll give it back to Jones. Drew wants to drive at the left elbow, stops, and travels. He tried to change direction and drug the pivot foot. As Hobbs comes back, and Lords will go back to the bench here for the Indians. 5:35 to play in the first half. Preston leading by a point, 14-13.
Yeah, that turnover was because Drew was trying to do a little too much there in the key on his own.
Yep, absolutely. Patterson goes back to Phippen. They hold it there out top of the key. He wants to drive, pulls up right at the three-point line, doesn't take the shot, and gives it back to Patterson. Patterson looks inside, nothing there. Davis pops way out into the corner. Now he'll come back up to the free throw line and receive the pass there. Turns, 15-footer straight away, in, out, stays out. Great follow by Taylor for the basket.
Yeah, Taylor followed that shot all the way into the basket, got the rebound, and back into the glass.
So our first lead change of the game. Jones drives, flips it up in the air, but a foul inside.
That's going to be on Davis.
If it's on Davis, it's going to be his second. And it will be. Davis called for the foul, his second, team's second. And it'll send Drew Jones to the free throw line. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors in Preston and Logan. If you need a car or truck for that college or high school student, go see West Motors. You can find them in Preston and in Logan. First one by Jones is good.
Yeah, it's tough for us. This was a seesaw battle, but we're going to have to take everything. We're just going to have to be excellent at the line and at the free throw line and try to get those shots to fall on the three-point line.
Drew was one of the best free throw shooters on the team at 76%. And his second one gives Preston the lead back at 16-15. As we approach the midway point of quarter number 2. Preston again with a 1-point lead. Phippen has it. Back top of the key, comes back to Cooper Kessler, wants to drive around Jones, bounce it down low to Davis. He got blocked partially, and he missed the dunk.
Yeah, Hamlin that blocked the shot there.
Comes back outside to Roberts. He'll hold it there. Great play by Will Hamlin. Roberts back to Hobbs, wants to kind of direct traffic a little bit. Knapp comes up to the left elbow to hold it there as he gives it back to Jones. Jones wants to drive off the glass, and he's fouled again.
That's going to be 3 on Davis.
Nope, they don't call it on Davis.
Oh, my goodness. He was the only one close by.
They called it on Kobe Kessler, 24.
I didn't even see him in the picture.
But back to the free throw line goes Drew Jones. After he made 2, he misses this one. .408, Preston leading by a point, and Jones to shoot the second free throw here again. This one rattles in and out, so he missed them both. After making 2, he steps back up there about 30 seconds later and misses 2. As Kessler back up in the front court. Preston still clinging to that 1-point lead. Phippen gives it off to Kessler in the corner. It goes down to the other Kessler, back outside to Phippen again. Phippen wants to drive, gets cut off. Cooper Kessler pulls up. That's a 3, no good, short. As it's tapped down low, Greening has it, and he has it blocked from behind. Zach Greening just into the game as the foul will go against Hamlin. That'll be his first and 4th against the Indians.
Yeah, I think Hamlin just got a touch of him. He was up in front, but there was a great block on the back side there by, I believe it was Knapp or Roberts.
Greening's first free throw is no good. Preston Auto Parts brings you the second quarter of tonight's game. Stop by and see them. You'll find them in downtown Preston at 17 South State Street. Greening's second. He banked that one in. Wow.
Yeah, he needed a large deposit on that. That came right way off the glass.
He missed it so bad he made it. Tied at 16.
Off the rafters and onto the glass.
As Knapp saves it down low, taken away, however, by the Knights. They come the other way. Lead pass to Phippen, lay it up and in. Phippen gets on the score sheet, gives Hillcrest a 2-point lead at 18-16 with 3:15 to play in the quarter. Hamlin for three from the corner. No good. Long rebound comes off. Hobbs had it, tapped it, couldn't control it ahead. It comes to Austin for the layup.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of game we don't want to get into with them, even though we like to run. When they start running, they're pretty efficient.
Timeout, Preston, as Hillcrest takes a 4-point lead. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
KACH.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
20-16, Hillcrest leads with 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Preston, who shoots 38% from behind the arc, is yet to make a three here in the game tonight. They're 0 for 6 so far tonight. As it comes to Hobbs up into the front court, try to get it down low to Knapp. It's poked away and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians.
Yeah, Pippen got inside him that time, was able to stop him from getting the ball inside.
Lords comes back into the game as Hamlin will go to the bench. Preston needs a hoop to stop this run here by the Knights that they scored the last 7 points in a row. As it comes into Jones. Jones looks over to the Preston bench. Will give it off back to Hobbs over on the right side. Hobbs has it poked away, but it comes right to Jones. As Knapp has it at the left elbow. Faces up on Phippen and traveled.
I didn't think he did on that one.
I didn't either.
Because I thought he dropped the ball out in front because he pushed it out front and then he moved his feet, but the officials saw different.
So good crowd here tonight at Preston Gym. Is just about full on both sides of the arena. As here comes Kessler driving all the way, lay it in. Kobe Kessler's got 4, and it's a 6-point lead for the Knights. And that's poked away from behind. It'll stay with the Indians. So Roberts will bring it in. Hobbs was standing there. Now they change spots. As they'll get it into Hobbs. 2:20 to play here in the first half. Hobbs with Kessler right in his pocket, gives it off to Jones in the right corner. He's guarded by the other Kessler. Wants to drive, gets to the right elbow. He'll hold it there. Back outside to Cam Hobbs again. Again with Cooper Kessler right on him. As Lords back into the game, holds it at the elbow, and Cooper Kessler tries to poke it away again, and this time he's called for the foul.
Yeah, he reached in on Lords as Lords tried to pass it off and knocked it out of his hands. Official called a foul.
You know, the Knights are kind of playing the Indians outside just like Jerome did. Get right up in their face and deny them the pass and the ball. But they're doing that inside, or outside rather, more than inside. See, it's done again as Phippen able to take it away. Here come the Knights again in the front court. Try to get it down low to Patterson. Misplayed the pass, so he's got to go get it and bring it back outside to Kessler. As Davis sits on the bench, the Indians have not scored with him out of the game. As the shot by Kessler is no good, Roberts has the rebound there for the Indians. Up into the front courts, it comes back to Hobbs. Between the legs, dribble all the way, lay it up. He missed the layup. Knapp with the rebound down low, goes back off. He missed it as well. Hobbs again, missed it off the bottom of the rim, and a foul called.
Yeah. Hobbs finally got someone to foul him as he went up that time, but they were fighting underneath there. It was 2 against 2 in that forum right there.
Phippen called for the foul. That's his first. 5 on Hillcrest as a team. And here's Hobbs to the free throw line and makes the first.
That's a big bucket right there.
Hobbs has 3 so far here in the game, and he's a 62%er so far here on the year. Next one is no good as it rattles in and comes out. 22-17, 5-point lead for the Knights. 1:15 to play in the quarter, and Hobbs called for a foul at the other end.
Yeah, that was a tough defensive play.
That's the first on Hobbs. Now 5 also on the Indians as a team. So,
Yes.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say Kessler's so quick to go inside that Hobbs didn't really have much of a choice right there because he will drive that lane.
Lobs it into Fippen. Patterson has it. Now back to Kessler in the three-point area on the right side. Good pass down low to Patterson for the layup. Patterson's got 5, and it's a 7-point lead. 1 minute to play here in the first half. As they'll bounce it to Knapp. Give it back to Jones. Jones holds it. Outside it comes to Lords. Lords looks inside where Knapp is fronting on Kessler. Back outside to Lords again.
Oh.
Bad pass to try to bounce it inside. Taken away by Kessler all the way. That'll be goaltending and a foul. So they call the foul, not the goaltend, as the foul will go against Lords. That'll be his second. I don't know where that pass was going. He missed Knapp by 6 feet.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I think he was thinking Knapp was going to sneak outside.
First free throw attempt by Kessler is good. Kessler, who has 6 games of double figures so far this year, is only a 41% free throw shooter. He made the first, and the second one rattles in and out. So 33 seconds left here in the quarter. Preston trails by 7. They get it to Knapp, comes out to the left elbow. He'll hold it there. Hamlin back into the game here for the Indians. Comes back to Hobbs. Goes between the legs, back outside. Hamlin again looks at a 3. That's long again. That bounces off Knapp's face. And then Jones is bodied out of bounds. This has got to be a foul on,
I think it's 24.
Kessler.
Yeah.
As he rode Jones completely out of bounds. And it is. Kobe Kessler draws his second foul. And that's 6 now on each team. But the ball out of bounds for the Indians with just 14 seconds left here in the quarter. Taylor comes back in.
Yeah, we just can't get that three-point shot open.
No.
They're not giving us any room at all.
Yeah, but we get a good look, and we miss it by 1.5 feet.
Yeah, that's true.
7 seconds left in the quarter. Give it back to Jones. He'll try another 3. Looks good, is good. That's our first of the game, right at the buzzer. And that's a big basket for the Indians as they'll go off trailing by just a handful. 25-20 at the end of the first half. We invite you to stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction halftime report comes up right after this timeout.
KACH.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be right at your fingertips on any smart device. Log into your Stokes Market Rewards account to find dozens of coupons every week. It's so easy you can't afford not to use coupons as you shop. They can help you put your rewards account on your smart device at the service desk at Stokes Market in Preston. Shop, enjoy, save with digital coupons at Stokes Market in Preston.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologists can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
KACH.
Welcome back to Preston Gym. This is the Ralph's Construction halftime report as the Indians trail by 5, 25-20. For those watching on mylocalradio.com, you get a look at the Fidels and their dance routine here at halftime. John Slaughter, Preston started out real well in the first quarter, but then went cold in the second quarter and only scored 8 points. In fact, they were outscored 17-8 in the quarter, and it allowed Hillcrest to come back and grab the lead.
Yeah, the difference is the outside shooting of the Indians, because they're just not hitting them, even on an open shot like we mentioned before. But they've got to be able to hit those shots in order to keep it close.
They made one of about 9 3-point attempts in the first half. And the one they made didn't come till just before the halftime buzzer by Drew Jones.
Yeah, Drew was able to capitalize on a three-pointer just to bring it close. We were down 8, but that three-pointer brought us into within 5. And that's what we're going to have to do, and I'm sure that's what Jones is going to talk about, is let's open that up, get some outside shots.
They did a pretty good job. They kept Davis to 6 points in the first quarter, and their leading scorer, Cooper Kessler, didn't score at all in the first quarter, in the first half.
Yeah, and that's quite a surprise. But then again, their points are coming from the ones that are stepping up. Right. You know, you get when you shut down their two main ones, and then you get somebody else to step up. That's what needs to happen. Even for the Indians, we got to have somebody step up if we can't get the ball in the net.
Yeah,
or if we're not shooting well.
Right. For the Knights, it wasn't their leading scorer, Cooper Kessler. It was actually his younger brother, Kobe, who had a total of 5 points in the first half.
And that was by driving the lane, you know.
Right.
So that's where it's coming at for them.
So the Indians trail by 5, 25-20 here at halftime. As we'll take a timeout, we'll come back and look at the first half stats. We'll do that as we continue. The stat report brought to you tonight by our friends at Naylor Insurance. We'll check the stat sheet coming back right after this.
KACH.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
We'll welcome you back here to the halftime activities here this evening. Time to take a look at the stats from the first half of tonight's game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance, with many options to serve you for home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call Naylor Insurance today at 153 North State Street. Their phone number 852-0810. On the stat sheet, Hillcrest Knights leading 25-20. Isaac Davis, their big sophomore center, finished the first half with 6 points. Eric Patterson had 5. Jace Austin had 4 in the first half. Garrett Fippen had a total of 2. Zach Greening had 1. And Kobe Kessler had 5 in the first half as well. For the Knights, they were 1 out of 1 from the free throw line, and they had 1 3-point basket in the first half. For the Indians, Rhett Larson had 4 points in the first half. Cam Hobbs with 3. Brecker Knapp with 4. Drew Jones with 7. And Cade Lords had a total of 2. They were 3 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half for the Indians, and they had 1 3-point basket. That came by Drew Jones right at the end of the second quarter, just before it ended, and we went to the halftime break. But overall, Preston very cold from the outside, as they were one of 9 from outside the arc. Before we go to commercial break, if you're Coach Jones, what do you tell your guys?
Well, you got to tell them we got to separate. We got to bring their defense out, because they're switching off man to man, but they're that in the zone. One time down they'll go zone, one time down they'll come man to man. But when they're in a zone defense, we've got to pull them out and then get our cutters into the center and drive the lane and get some easy buckets.
So the second half coming up. Indians trail by 5. We'll take a timeout. Second half coming up right after this.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
In the ferry.
A proud member of the co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
And Cade Lords comes back into the game for the Indians, 30-29. 4 minutes, 52 seconds to play here in the quarters. Preston's outscored the Knights by 6 here in the third. As Davis gets that one to roll in.
Took over a bit of the rim, but he finally got that one to drop.
So we're tied again here at 30. We apologize, a little bit of technical problems, but we're back with you here again. As Hobbs goes up, and it'll be a holding foul down low. It'll be out of bounds for the Indians at the baseline. And let's see who they're going to call the foul on.
Pippen.
So it's going to be against Austin, his second.
Austin, huh?
So a 30-30 tie here midway through quarter number 3. As it comes back to Jones. Jones tries to lay it down low. It finds its way through a bunch of feet and legs and goes out of bounds. Jones trying to say the ball was kicked, but the officials don't buy it and give it back to Hillcrest.
Yeah, Lords tried to sell that to him, and they had no doubt that it was off us.
So Kobe Kessler will bring it back up into the front court. Hobbs able to reach in and take it away. 2-on-1 with Lords, but he had a hard time getting a handle on the ball, so very wisely will pull it back out. As it comes to Jones, he gives it back out top to Hobbs again. Bounce it down low as it comes to Knapp in the lane, goes down, gets it up over Davis and gets the basket.
Yeah, that was a tough shot, too, because Davis was all over him, and Knapp went down on the ground as he shot that.
Took another shot from Davis as Preston gets a lead again, 32-30. Fippen behind the back dribble, doesn't get the shot. Back out top as it comes to Cooper Kessler, wants to drive, gives it off to his little brother in the left corner. Holds on to it there. Now back out top again as it comes back to Austin. Fippen, free throw line extended, now gives it back to Kessler. Kessler will pull it back and wants to drive, gets to the free throw line, can't get any closer, so he gives it to Kobe, able to make the shot, and the foul in the basket counts.
Yeah, that's a ticky-tack on Drew, as he did come up over the top of him on the basket, just touched his head, and they called a foul. It was a ticky-tack.
First for Drew, third against the Indians here in the second half. And here's Kessler at the free throw line, 1 out of 2 for the night, and he missed that, but Davis has the rebound, puts it back up over Knapp. That's no good. Hobbs able to pull that back down. We're tied at 32 as we go under 3.5 to play here in quarter number 3. Back to Roberts. Holds it there, trying to direct traffic a little bit. Knapp will come up to set the screen. Davis able to come up to switch, and then will draw a blocking foul. And that's going to be 3 on Davis.
Yeah, Davis, he did. He tried to come up and set a pick for him, but come through the screen, but couldn't.
Yeah, they switched, and he jumped right in front of Hobbs and drew the blocking foul. So the inbound pass comes back into Cam. To Jones in the right corner, drives baseline, runs into Davis, gives it back over to Knapp. A little short 5-footer is good.
And Davis had no chance to block that. He was leaning towards Drew underneath.
That's our 7th lead change tonight, and Preston goes back up by 2 again with 2:50 to play in the quarter. Back outside, they get it back down the left block, back to Davis, lay it up and in.
That's his length right there. That's his bread and butter, come in and turn and go inside off the glass.
He's got enough size and enough quicks that he's able to get up and down quickly as well as it comes back to Knapp on the right side. Faces up on Davis, drives on Davis. He gets double teamed, kick it back in the corner. 3-pointer by Roberts is good. Steve Roberts gets on the score sheet as Preston again will take the lead, 37-34. Back again, here's Kessler for 2. That's no good. Jones has that rebound. He'll give it back to Hobbs, 2:10 to play in the quarter. As Hobbs will slow it down. He's met at the timeline by Austin. Looks around Austin, gets it over to Jones over on the left side. Drew has to go get it down toward the corner, now brings it back outside, gives it back to Hobbs again. As they play the point man very close. Comes around the screen, stumbles and loses it, but a foul against the Knights.
Yeah, that was a tripping call as Hobbs tried to go up the middle.
Garrett Fippen will draw the foul, his second, team's 4th. So ball out of bounds for the Indians. Just the fourth team foul against the Knights here in the second half. Hobbs to bring it in. Gets it down low to Lords, off the glass, won't go down. Hobbs with the rebound, that will go down.
You know, for the littlest guy out on the field, he's got some hops. He come up and grabbed that rebound right away from Davis and put it back off the glass.
Indians lead by 5, 39-34. Phippen cut off. Work it back around over to Patterson in the right corner. Now they'll get it back out top. Comes back over on the left side. Swing it back to Patterson at the baseline. Back outside, Kessler. And going to call a foul against the Indians.
I thought he walked.
They call that against Lords, I believe. Thought they put up 24. Yeah, okay, 23. It's Lords. That's 3 on Cade as he goes back to the bench. And Hamlin comes back in for the Indians. Kessler has it on the right side. Back out top to Phippen. 1:15 to play in the quarter. Back to Davis, top of the key. He'll give it back to Phippen. Looks at a 3. Good.
You can't leave over that left-hander. He's pretty good at those three-pointers. You can't leave him open.
2-point game again, 39-37 as we approach the 1-minute mark remaining here in quarter number 3, and Jones wants a timeout. 1:02 to play, 39-37, timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well and be right back.
KACA.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 spray-on lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest.
KACH.
Talon Taylor back into the game here for the Knights, as Preston will be in control of the ball after the timeout. They'll bring it in from the sideline over on the far side. They lead by 2, 39-37 as the pass comes into Hobbs. Immediately Austin picks him up and bodies him right away. Ball comes to Knapp at the left elbow. Brecker holds it there, comes back to Hobbs. 50 seconds to play in the quarter. Steps back, looks at a 3, doesn't take it. Jones will. That's no good. And the rebound tapped inside, but Knapp has it. Comes back to Hamlin just back into the game. Brecker in the left corner, holds it up over his head. Doesn't shoot a whole lot of threes anymore. Gives it back to Roberts, and Roberts will give it back to Hamlin with 30 seconds to play in the quarter. As it goes back to Jones. Back to Hobbs, now back to Jones again. Swing it back down low to Knapp. Brecker working against Phippen, and he's fouled going up. Taylor complaining that Brecker traveled, but the officials called a foul on Phippen.
I kind of have to agree. I thought he did too, but he was actually pushed because Cooper was right on him.
That'll be the 3rd on Phippen, 5th on the team, and Brecker Knapp back to the free throw line. His first free throw of the night is good.
Yeah, we're going to need these free throws. But yeah, we're going to need to be able to get that ball inside to Knapp a little bit more.
Knapp, who has 7 games in double figures this year, now make it 8 as he makes both free throws, gives him 10 in the game. 20 seconds to play. Preston leading again by 4. So here comes Phippen as he walks the dribble up into the front court. Working against Hamlin. Gives it off to Kobe Kessler, way out top. Down to 9 with 8. It comes crossover dribble, spins on Hamlin in the corner. It goes to Taylor for 3. No good. Tapped around. Roberts goes after it and lets it fly, but it's not going to count. And Preston, with a big quarter, comes from 5 down to 4 up as we go to the 4th. 4th quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. We'll go there coming up right after this.
KACH.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hillcrest has the ball to start the fourth quarter as they trail by 4 to the Indians, 41-37. Fippen gives it to Davis just back into the game. He'll hand it back to Cooper Kessler, drives the baseline, tries to go up, and he's fouled by Knapp.
Yeah, I think Knapp pushed it underneath, but then
just the first foul against Knapp here tonight. And Cooper Kessler will go to the free throw line. You know, I keep having flashbacks in a close game against Hillcrest as Kessler makes the first free throw. In a 1-point game, they got it to Kessler in the right corner with time running out, or left corner rather, and he drilled a three that gave Hillcrest a 2-point win in a game last year.
Yeah.
He makes them both.
We'd like to try and extend the lead out here. We got a 2-point lead right now, but we need to get out about 4 or 5 in order to down towards the wire.
41-39 and a reach-in foul here against Kessler. That'll be 2 on Cooper. And 6 fouls against the Knights. And with 7:35 to play in regulation, they're out of fouls. Hobbs brings it in from right in front of the Preston bench, gets it to Knapp, now back to Hobbs. Whoops, lost it, able to chase it down and give it back to Hamlin. Now back to Hobbs again and try to set up the offense with 7.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. You know them, they trust them. And a bad pass as Jones cut, wasn't expecting it. And the layup at the other end by Fippen, and he draws an air ball.
Right underneath the basket, couldn't get it up over these. It went right over everything, all parts of the iron.
Back to Hobbs up into the front court. There's a break for the Indians. See if they can capitalize on that as it comes back to Knapp. Free throw line extended left, now back to Jones. Jones goes back to Hobbs at the top of the key. 41-39, Preston leads by 2 here in the fourth. Hamlin holds on to it. Larson pops out to receive it, gets Davis way away from the basket. Comes back over to Jones on the left side. Back to Hobbs, a 3 from straight away. Air ball, Davis has the rebound. As it comes back to Taylor. Taylor will give it back to Fippen in the front court. He comes back to Cooper Kessler. Wants to penetrate, can't. Comes around the screen set by Big Davis. That's a heck of a screen. As it comes back to Fippen, now back to Davis. Straight away, back down low on the block, back to Kessler. Has his shot blocked by Knapp as it comes to Hobbs. Quickly up the floor to Jones, off his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, Jones took his eyes off at the pass, looking to see who was coming at him, and it came off his fingertips and went out of bounds.
Webb Funeral Home. If you have in your time of need, you can give them a call at 852-0533. Remember, you know them, you trust them. They're here to stay. Remains a 2-point Preston lead as Kobe Kessler will bring it up the floor. Gets it off to his older brother Cooper. Now back out top to Fippen, back to Kobe over on the right side. Back to Fippen, lob it inside to Davis. Tries to back in on Larson. Turns, can't get a shot, so get it back outside to Kessler. Kobe drives, layup it in, and we're tied again.
Yeah, they spread the defense out enough to get that drive up the middle, using Davis as a decoy in the middle.
Even at 41, that's our 4th tie of the game. As it comes back to Roberts. On the left side, it goes over to Hobbs. Hobbs holds it there, comes around the screen, poked away just as he started to move, as Fippen able to poke it away. They have really come out now wider on defense and putting more pressure into the Indians' face.
Right, they don't want to take that 3 because they're trying to put Drew on one side and Hobbs on the other side for 3. And
Hobbs down the middle, goes up over Davis, and a foul on the shot. The foul's going to go on Austin, so the block doesn't matter. For Austin, that's his 3rd. 17 fouls now on the Knights, and Cam Hobbs will go back to the free throw line. Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North, first East, and Preston as Hobbs misses the first of the free throws.
Yeah, we need these free throws down the line. They need to take their time, take a deep breath.
Second one is good. Cam has 10 in the game, and Preston has a 1-point lead again. As driving, Kessler blocked by Knapp, but a foul down low on the body. As the foul's going to go against Roberts.
No way, he wasn't even close. Blocked the shot, but he wasn't even close to him. Come on, Carlson.
So 6 team fouls now on the Indians as they are now out of fouls. And Kobe Kessler goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. And someone apparently bleeding as we got some blood on the floor.
Blood or sweat.
Well, all the Indians are looking at arms and things to see if it's on them, so it must be little trickles of blood. Now, we know that Knapp had a bloody nose a little earlier as he still has gauze in his nose to control the bleeding. But I don't see anybody else that has any blood or anything on their arms or anywhere.
It is a bloody battle in there, though.
that it is. Rounds Insurance helps bring you tonight's game. Rounds and Associates Insurance, 85 South State Street in Preston. You can come in and get your competitive quote tomorrow. Just give them a call, 852-2500, as they can fix you up with the kind of insurance that you might need. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. From produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, plus fresh bakery and deli items, and now sushi made daily as well. Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in the city of Preston, as the officials continue wiping up right around the key area just off to our left, as they seem to be okay now. They'll bring the towel back over here and give it back to the training staff for the Indians. Make sure nobody uses that one because it's got blood on it. And now here's free throws from Kobe Kessler, and the first one is good.
What's his percentage? We got one on him.
Kobe Kessler's free throw percentage for the year is just 41%. He's made 2 out of 3 today. Make it 3 out of 4 as he makes them both and gives the Knights a lead again, our 10th lead change of the game. As up into the front court, here comes Hobbs. Hobbs being guarded closely still by Austin. Comes to Knapp. Larson out to get it. Now back to Hobbs again on the right side. Looks out top. Jones pops up there, doesn't get it. As they go back down to the baseline, back to Knapp. Back to Hobbs. Stands outside the three-point area, doesn't take it. Passes by Jones without giving him the ball and finds himself at the elbow. Now he gives it back to Jones and gets it back. A 1-point game as Hillcrest leads 43-42. Here comes Hobbs all the way. Lay it off to Larson. Blocked by Davis. Taken away by Cooper Kessler. Gives it to Kobe Kessler up into the front court. Back to Davis as he stands on the left baseline. Backing in on Larson. Bumps him once, bumps him twice. Layup is short. Poked away as it comes back to Jones. Gives it off to Roberts. Here comes the Indians on the run. Steve in the middle. Puts it up and in.
Nice job by Roberts to take that right down the middle. Take it right at him, and then just a little looper up over the rim.
Preston gets a lead back, 44-43. 4:15 to play here in the fourth. Back to Kessler over on the right side. Comes around the screen by Phippen. Davis way outside. Kobe Kessler has it now on the left side. Wants to drive, lob it up high for Davis. Way behind the basket, so get it back outside to Austin for 3. It's too long. Larson has the rebound. As he gives it off to Jones, who will hand it to Hobbs. We go under 4 minutes now in the game. Preston leading by a point, 44-43. Indians have won 4 games straight coming into this game here tonight, but the Knights have won 7 in a row. Something's got to give as it comes to Larson, top of the key. Roberts at the free throw line, looks inside, nothing there, so he'll go back outside to Knapp again. Knapp, as they double team Hobbs, trying to get the handoff away from him. Now he'll stop, shoot over a couple of guys. That's no good. Davis with the rebound. Quickly, here come the Knights again the other way. Down to 3:20 now to play. It comes back to Kessler. Kessler wants to drive. Spin move in the middle. Shoots over Knapp. It rolls out and then rolls back in. And a timeout called by Hillcrest.
Yeah, they have to call a timeout because both teams are playing very well now, very, very cautious. They're trying to work the ball in and get the best shot.
Timeout on the floor, 3:12 to play. Hillcrest leads by a point. We'll be right back.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH.
You know, Hillcrest is a good team. They lost in the semifinals at state last year, losing to the eventual champions, Middleton.
Right, you know, that's what I say. This is a good matchup right here.
Larson back into the game, back to Roberts. Oh, he missed the layup.
Oh, I thought that would have been a goaltending because he tipped the ball just as it was come up the top of the glass.
1 point lead for Hillcrest. It'll be under 3 minutes to play. Davis came over, and he may have touched the ball or not. Either way, it didn't go down. Kessler has it. Free throw line extended right. Comes around the screen set by Davis. His shot is short, and a rebound, a foul inside. It's going to go against the Knights. This should be free throws for the Indians.
I think it's Kessler. I think he came up over the top of...
He did, and it's his third. 8th against the team, and free throws for the Indians that could give them a tie and or a lead back with 2:40 to play. And it'll be Brecker Knapp who will go to the free throw line. Important free throws here for the Indians, and the first one by Knapp is short, and Davis has the rebound. So Knapp misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, that's one thing Jones is going to say, you know, we got to hit our free throws. It's just all there is to it.
Here's Austin driving. Davis way outside, whips it back over to Fippen here on the left side. Stands outside in the three-point area, gives it back to Kessler. Now to Cooper Kessler, back to Fippen. Comes back to Kobe Kessler right in front of the Hillcrest bench. Back outside to Fippen again. Now back to Kobe, back to Fippen. 2:04 to play in the game. Back outside to Kobe Kessler. Looks at the three, doesn't take it, lobs it inside to Davis. Tries to back in on Larson. Doesn't take the shot. Fippen from the right corner. Three. Good.
Well, that was a big shot. Larson's doing a terrific job keeping Davis out of the middle from getting the ball. But, boy, it's a battle in there.
That's a 4-point lead for the Knights with 1:40 to play. Preston needs a hoop badly. Comes outside. Hobbs looks at the three. Good.
Yeah, great shot by Hobbs, and that's one shot we needed right there. And he was wide open, no one even near him.
He made his first one of the night finally and gets it back to a 1-point lead with 1.5 minutes to play. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
KACH.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we certainly hope you're enjoying it. Hillcrest leads 48-47. Both teams are out of fouls. They'll shoot 1-and-1s on every whistle. And if the possession arrow comes into play, it's pointing to the side of the Preston Indians. So the ball belongs to the Knights as they'll bring it in backcourt. Preston will show their backcourt or full court pressure here, I think, for the first time tonight.
And they're going to put Larson on Davis clear down here underneath the basket.
As they get it in, as finally Fippen able to get it back as it comes back to Kessler, back up in the front court to Kobe Kessler. 1:20 to play. Preston trails by a point as it comes to Austin, top of the key. Looks down the left side, can't get it there. Fippen now goes back to Kobe on the right side. Tries to make a move and a foul call there.
On Lords.
And this will be free throws. Cade Lords called for his fourth. And Kessler will go back to the free throw line to try to extend the lead back out again. But it's still going to be a one-possession game. He will shoot 1 and 1. He's made 3 out of 4 from the line tonight. And the first one is good.
That's one that'll silence the crowd. We have a great crowd here, and they're trying to make it as loud for him as possible.
Kessler with a new season high tonight with 15. Stays 15 as that rolls out. So a 2-point game, 49-47. As Hobbs gets it to Larson, pops out to the top of the key, back to Hobbs. Under a minute to play, 58 seconds left. Jones holds it out in the three-point area, and the Indians want a timeout. 52 seconds left here in the game. We'll take another timeout quickly, and we'll come back with more from Preston Gym right after this.
KACA.
Here is a great idea for lunch today, or any day. Try the fresh buffet bar in the deli at Stokes Market in Preston, with a different theme every day, but enough variety that anyone can enjoy it any day. There's also the fresh salad bar, so you can mix and match your favorite salad fixins to create your very own best salad. Now that your mouth's watering, add one more thought: the convenience. Every item on the buffet is ready to eat now. The fresh buffet bar, another reason to shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
KACH.
Full timeout with 52.9 seconds left here in the game. Hillcrest still clinging to a slim 2-point lead, 49-47. So the 2-point lead means they have outscored the Indians by 6 here in the quarter so far. But it remains a one-possession game. Indians will have the ball. They'll bring it in from right in front of their own bench. Roberts will bring it in. They'll set up the picket line as they'll get it into Hobbs back in the backcourt. Still just need a good shot. It's still a one-possession game. Comes to Knapp. Back outside to Roberts. Comes back to Hobbs on the right side. Look inside to Knapp. Can't go there, so they get it back outside to Roberts again. Roberts holds it on the angle right with Cooper Kessler standing right in front of him. Hobbs comes back to get it as the clock winds down to 25 seconds to play here in regulation. Hobbs wants to drive. Looks for somebody to give it to. Gives it to Roberts. He drives, shoots over Davis, and hits it.
We're tied up. 16 seconds to go. We got to put some defense on them right now.
Sixth tie of the game. As Dave Austin, the head coach for the Knights, wants a timeout. With 12 seconds to play, we're tied at 39. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back right after this.
KACA.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
KACH.
You know, I've tried not to wax prophetic all day today. I keep seeing that three-pointer by Kessler to win the game, and here we go again. It's like deja vu all over again, as Yogi Berra would say.
We'll talk about a 12-second differential in a game. This 12 seconds is going to mean everything. We've got to play defense and play them tight without fouling. If we put them on the line, that could be trouble.
Davis down low, Rhett Larson to guard him there. Hillcrest will bring the ball in from the far sideline out near the midcourt stripe. 49-49 with 12 seconds left in the game. They get it in the backcourt to Fippen. Fippen gives it back to Kessler. Looks into the front court, drives with 6, with 5 down the middle, put it up, missed it. Tipped by Davis, no. Tipped again, no. They tip it out, and we're going to overtime.
Well, you know, great defense by the thing. They knew Kessler was going to try and drive up the middle or else dish off to Davis, and it didn't happen. So great defense by the Indians.
First overtime game of the year for the Indians. We're tied at 49. We'll come back with the first overtime session right after this.
KACA.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 Spray-On Lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All Wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. The Preston Lady Indian road trip continues on Thursday night when they head to Pocatello to face the Thunder. The Lady Indians defeated the Thunder in Preston a couple of weeks ago and now look to sweep the season series from Pokey with a win on the road Thursday night. Join John Slaughter and myself for the call live on mylocalradio.com starting at 7:15. You can also hear the game on KACH following the Westside game. It's the Lady Indians and the Pocatello Thunder on your home for Preston Indian sports, KACH.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Preston controlled the opening tap of the overtime session. Hobbs with a little short jumper inside is no good. Here come the Knights back the other way. Austin drives and he's fouled going to the basket.
Yeah, Drew fouled him. He tried to ride him on the end, coming into the basket on the drive under the baseline, and Drew pushed him just a little.
Second on Jones, 8th on the team. And it's going to send Jace Austin to the free throw line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. Austin with 4 points so far in the game, and his first shot is no good. He averages about 9.5 a game, so him only having 4 is well below his average.
Right.
Here's the second free throw. As the crowd gets into it, and he missed them both.
That's something you probably won't see again.
So Larson with the rebound, gives it to Hobbs. It comes up into the front court. Knapp gets it. Comes to Jones. Holds the ball up over his head. Back to Larson. Larson looking to give it up. He finds Roberts, who holds on to it there. Back over on the right side. Back to Jones. Now back to Roberts in the corner. Larson from 15 straight away over Smith is no good. Boston has the rebound. He'll give it to Phippen in the backcourt. Kessler pushes it up into the front court in a hurry. Stops in front of the Hillcrest bench for 3. That's no good. Jones with the rebound and a silly foul in the backcourt by Austin, and that's 4 on him.
Yeah, I was surprised he swung around Drew like he did and fouled him, because that's going to put Drew at the line. And if Drew steps up the line like he normally does, we should be okay here and get a couple.
76% are on the year. He's 2 out of 4 from the line tonight. And looking to give the Indians a lead again. First one by Jones. Short. Davis with the rebound. Up into the front court, it comes to Austin. Swing it back to Cooper in the corner. Kessler drives the baseline. And we got a whistle and a foul on Hobbs on the drive, so no shot. It'll still mean 1-1, however. It's a holding foul, and it's going to send Kessler back to the free throw line.
Neither team being able in the first minute and 6 seconds being able to hit the glass.
Kobe's made 4 out of 6 tonight and makes that one. And that gives the Knights a 1-point lead again. That's our 13th lead change of the game. 50-49, he missed it, so it stays a 1-point game. Kessler's 5 out of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Roberts from the front court gives it to Hobbs over on the left side. Holds it there. As Austin, they come over, they double team him, and the pass comes to Larson. Now back to Jones. Jones free throw angle right. He'll dribble it back out. 50-49. Hillcrest with a lead. Jones wants to drive. Drives against Phippen. Tries to get it inside to Knapp. Gets it back. Jones has it in the corner. Drives the baseline again. Back to Larson. Goes over Davis. No good. Davis has the rebound.
Yeah, Rhett had a good look at the basket right there with just a little hook jump shot right there. Missed it.
2:10 to play. Here comes the Vikings again. As Phippen will hold on to it, let the offense run through its motion. Goes back over on the far side, back to Kessler on the angle right. Wants to drive, stops top of the key, gives it back to Austin, now back to Phippen over on the left side. Davis all the way out near the timeline to receive the pass. Larson comes out on him. They come back to Phippen. They're just letting the clock run now. Phippen driving, has it taken away by Hobbs, but it's going to stay with Hillcrest as Hobbs knocked it out of bounds.
Great job by Hobbs to come up and block that shot and knock it out of bounds. It's too bad we couldn't get a hold of it.
Stands on both sides are full. We got people lining the railways up on the walkway looking down on the floors. It comes into Davis as well. And a whistle away from the ball. It's on Larson. A foul. It's his 4th. 10th team foul against the Indians. And Isaac Davis is going to go to the free throw line here to shoot 2.
He's a good man to put at the light. I mean, he can hit him, but let me say 52% shoot free throw shooter.
54. He's made his only attempt so far here tonight. First one's long. So still a 1-point game. 1:37 to play here in the first overtime. 50-49. Remember, Preston played a 4-overtime game here a couple of years ago against Minico, and Davis missed them both. It stays a 1-point game. Hobbs into the front court. 1:27 left. Comes to Roberts, swing it back to Jones. Top of the key. Waiting for Hobbs to cut through. Cam gets it back to the top of the key. Now backs it back out again with 1:15 left. Comes in the right corner, back to Jones. Back out to Larson. From the free throw line, he hit it! And Preston has a lead. The biggest shot of Rhett Larson's life. 1 minute to play. Preston leads 51-50. Back down low to Davis. Backs in, bangs in a couple of times, and that's a foul on Larson. Count the basket. Red can't believe it as Davis was throwing his body into him, and Larson's fouled out.
Yeah, I would have thought that would have been a charging foul on Davis. He was really trying to muscle his way in there, and he kept banging. He ran in there.
Throwing his shoulder into him.
Right.
Larson had great position. So Davis gets the hoop. Now with 9 in the game, and we'll try to complete the 3-point play.
Doesn't that put them up by 1?
That should put them up by 1. That should be 52-51. Davis is trying to figure out what we're doing. Yeah, we're shooting 1. The basket was good. So he can put his team back up by 2 again if he makes it. Remember, he missed 2 just a moment ago. And he missed another one. It stays a 1-point game. 50 seconds to play, 52-51. Hillcrest with a 1-point lead. Hobbs into the front court. Comes around the screen. Driving, goes around Davis, and foul before the shot. Hobbs is trying to say the basket should count. It doesn't. Well, the foul's against Austin, and he fouls out.
Yeah, that wouldn't have counted because they called the foul down, but he did block the shot. They wanted goaltending on that, and it wouldn't have counted anyway.
So Hobbs will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2 in the double bonus in a 1-point game. Hobbs, 1 of 4 tonight from the line. First one good, and we're tied again. 52 all. This one can give the Indians a lead with 39 seconds left. Next one by Hobbs. He made them both.
There's your Iceman right there. Great job by Hobbs. Cool and collected. He's been a great floor general out there today as they put him on the guard and drew to the side. So, yeah, great job by both of them.
Timeout called by the Indians. Preston leads by 1. We'll be right back.
KACA.
The The Westside Pirates get back to work on Thursday night when they welcome the Malad Dragons in the conference opener for both teams. The Pirates are a half game off the pace for the conference lead, and getting off to a good start in the conference schedule will be important for Westside. Join Richard Ward for the call as the Pirates tangle with the Dragons. Catch all the action live starting with the pregame show at 7:15 on KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
39 seconds left. Preston retakes the lead, 53-52. That's our 14th lead change of the game.
I'd sure like to have Larson back in the game because Davis is down here underneath the basket, and they're going to try to get it into him.
They're going to send Knapp down there to mark him all the way down at the baseline.
And he's got fouls to give, so that's a good move.
Full court pressure here for the Indians as they get it into Kessler. Actually, they go man-to-man here, so Kobe's going to get a free walk up the floor. He gets across the timeline with 33 seconds left. Well, looking for people to cut through.
Oh, somebody's going to step out on him, though.
Davis trying to front Knapp, but Brecker doing a good job holding him off. The three-pointer's no good. Davis has the rebound inside, and he put it in. 18 seconds left. Here comes Knapp back up into Hobbs back up into the front court. Down to 12. Put it up, and a foul on Davis. Nope, the foul's going to go on Kessler, his third. So here's Hobbs back to the line with 10 seconds left. And again, if he can hit them both, it put Preston back in the lead. The first one, good.
In and out. So we've got to be able to tie it or else play a tight defense. Well, we've got to have this
point. Got to get
the
ball back.
Yeah, we got to have it. This is one we've got to have.
Hobbs missed them both. The rebound comes off to the Knights. They falls down. And a foul in the back court. Foul goes against Lords with 9 seconds left. He will get two free throws, but he cannot ice the game.
No.
Best he can do is make it a 3-point game with 9 seconds left, but Preston would still have a shot. It'll be Garrett Phippen to go to the line.
He's 2 for 2, isn't he, on the line?
I have him with no free throw attempts tonight.
Well,
I could be wrong. Phippen's first. He'll shoot 2. The first one is good. Gives him a total of 8. A 2-point game. 9.1 left. He cannot ice the game, even if he makes this.
Right. If we can get it, he'll call a timeout real quick. Coach Jones will.
Phippen makes them both. Iceman. Timeout. Preston 56-53, and Jones will try to draw something up. Take a timeout. We're back again right after this.
We got to go for the
The Preston Lady Indian road trip continues on Thursday night when they head to Pocatello to face the Thunder. The Lady Indians defeated the Thunder in Preston a couple of weeks ago and now look to sweep the season series from Pokey with a win on the road Thursday night. Join John Slaughter and myself for the call live on mylocalradio.com starting at 7:15. You can also hear the game on KACH following the Westside game. It's the Lady Indians and the Pocatello Thunder on your home for Preston Indian sports, KACH.
KACH.
So it was a full timeout. Jones talking to the Indians off to our right. 56-53. It's very simple, John. You got to have a 3.
That's right. We got to come down. We don't have time to hit a 2 and foul, and it's possible, but yeah, I think our best shot will be a 3-point shot here.
So they got 9 seconds. They have to go the length of the floor.
And they're going to go man-to-man against us and full court, keep us from getting the ball down court.
They get it to Hobbs. Up into the front court. Kessler guards him with 5, with 4. It goes back to Jones. A 3 for the tie.
He got it at the buzzer!
Jones hits the 3 to tie the game, and we're going to double overtime.
Wow, what a shot by Jones, and he was covered. He had 3 people on him.
You know,
wow, what a shot.
We talked about all the different angles that Jones can shoot from. That one pays off as it sends it to another overtime. We'll take a quick timeout. We're back again right after this.
Wow.
KACH.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The job stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
What a shot by Drew Jones as he hits a three at the buzzer to tie the game at 56, and we'll go to a second overtime. Wow. Take a second and catch your breath. My goodness.
Well, we was talking about them hitting the three at the buzzer. We finally got away with one.
So they'll jump center again.
I don't think
to start the second overtime.
I don't think Davis will miss this jump like he did in the first overtime, but that's how we got the ball. He's so long and so lengthy.
The thing about Davis is when he lines up, he's already pushing his way across and trying to knock the other person off balance.
So true.
As it comes, as the Knights control the tap, Kessler has it. Kobe on the right side, back out top to Fippen. Back to Kobe Kessler. He'll try a three. It's going to be short, and Davis taps it, but he tapped it to Hobbs.
Hobbs in the right spot at the right time.
That three by Jones tied the game for the 9th time and sent us to another overtime session. As it comes to Hobbs. Stands on the right side, back out top to Roberts. Hamlin back into the game for the Indians. Give it back to Jones. Goes between the legs dribble. As Cooper Kessler right there on him. He'll back it out near the timeline again. Comes around the screen set by Roberts. He'll try another three, and he's short this time. And Davis able to pick it out of midair. Gives it to Fippen back up in the front court. A minute gone here in the second overtime. Back to Fippen in the corner. A wide open three. Short as Roberts has that rebound. So Hobbs will walk the dribble up into the front court, looking over at Coach Jones at the bench. Gets up into the front court. He's picked up by Fippen. Goes to Jones. Back down low to Knapp. Everybody ran away from Knapp, and he gets an easy layup.
Davis was off to the left side, and Knapp went right to the basket. He didn't have time to get there to block that shot from Knapp.
Knapp now with a total of 12 in the game. Preston takes a 2-point lead, 58-56. Kessler gives it off. Patterson back into the game. Now back to Cooper Kessler. Back to Kobe in the right corner. Now back to Cooper. Thinks about the three, doesn't take it. Fippen doesn't take the shot either. Back to Kessler for three and a lead. No. And the rebound inside. Now, is that going to be on Davis? Nope, it's going to be on Knapp.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Knapp. But I thought Davis was over his back.
Just the second foul on Knapp. And Isaac Davis, who's 1 out of 3 from the free throw line tonight, will go back to the line again. First one is good. Davis now with a dozen in the game. That's right at his season average. He'll shoot the second free throw and can tie the game again, which he does. So back tied at 58 again.
2 minutes to go, just over 2 minutes.
Halfway through the second overtime. Hobbs goes to Knapp. Brecker stops at the free throw line, gives it back to Jones. Jones holds it there. Tries to go back to Knapp, which he does. Davis way away from the basket as they go man-to-man here. So Davis comes way out and follows Knapp over into the left corner. Hobbs holds on to it. Down to 1:40 to play in the second overtime. As Hamlin back out top, looks at the three, doesn't take it, give it back to Hobbs. Hobbs, he'll go down the middle, shoots over Fippen, no good. Fippen has the rebound. As Hobbs' shot came up just short, he was a little off balance when he tried to put it up. Here come the Knights back and can take a lead here with a hoop with 1:20 to play. Kessler holds on to it outside. Comes back to Fippen, back to Kessler. Lob it inside to Davis. Tries to back in, and that'll be a holding foul on Knapp. And that'll be 3, and that's going to send Davis back to the line again.
Yeah, and that, that was almost intentional. I'm surprised they didn't call it, but Knapp grabbed him by the arm and twisted him around, but he's a good man to put he's the one we want at the foul line right now anyway.
So here's Davis, who just hit a pair just a moment ago, has 13 in the game. As the student section starts to raise the volume again, and then it works as he misses the first.
They had to do a little bit of reverse psychology and go totally silent on him this one.
He's 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. Tied at 58, 1:12 to play. Second one is good by Davis, gives his team a lead again, 59-58. Remember, this is still about 7 points below Hillcrest's season average, as they average right at 67 points a game. 1 minute to play. Roberts lays it off down low to Knapp. Davis blocked it as it comes off to Kessler.
Yeah, that was a big block by Davis, but Knapp. I thought Knapp had the lane, but Davis came out of nowhere.
Kobe has the top of the key. Back to Fippen. 45 seconds to play as it comes back to Kessler again. Kessler working against Roberts. It comes over to Cooper Kessler. He'll hold it there. Clock down to 35 seconds to play. Now come back to Kobe. They got to foul somebody, as it'll be Hobbs to foul Kobe Kessler.
Yeah, and Kobe, he's probably a pretty good free throw shooter right there.
He's a 41%er for the year.
Wow.
But he has made 5 out of 8 so far here tonight. And again, cannot ice the game. Best he can do is give his team a 3-point lead. The first one is good. Kessler now with 16. That's already a new season high for him. Makes it 60-58 and 61-58. And a timeout again called by the Knights. 32 seconds left, 3-point lead for Hillcrest. And they're going to be doing one thing in this huddle. They're going to be talking about making sure Jones does not get a look at the basket.
Right. Oh, they're going to be playing him and Hobbs and Roberts up tight. All three of them can shoot the three. But we have time to go in, and if we make a quick basket, we have time to bring it back in. So a three isn't necessary with this much time on the clock.
So each team was 7 points in the first overtime. Preston only with 3 points so far in this overtime and trail by 3, 61-58. So Roberts, Hobbs, Hamlin, Jones, and Knapp, all very capable three-point shooters on the floor for the Indians. As it comes in to Hobbs, up into the front court with 28 seconds left. Give it to Knapp, top of the key, let the cutters go through. Back to Hobbs again. Hobbs, Hamlin stands in the three-point land off on the left side. It comes back to Jones as Davis again trying to manhandle Knapp inside. And Jones wants a timeout with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, there we go, letting that clock go down as far as it did, down to 10 seconds. Now we have to almost take a three. Now we have to rely on the three-point shot right now.
So both teams out of fouls for the overtime. In fact, both teams in the double bonus. As again, they'll draw up another play to try to get another three-point shot here. With 10 seconds left in the second overtime. 61-58, Hillcrest leads. Preston trying to extend a winning streak to 5 and win their 12th of the year. Remember, we talked about it right off the top of the broadcast. Depending on what poll you look at, Hillcrest is either second or fourth, and there'd be one spot ahead of Preston in the coaches poll, one spot behind Preston in the media poll.
And even with whoever wins this one, there can't be too much of a change. They might put Hillcrest up by one more vote on one side or the other, but
See if they can do it again as it comes into Hobbs. 7 seconds to play. Hobbs and a foul.
That was smart.
The foul goes against Fippen. Yeah, take the ball out of their hands, make them shoot free throws, and so they can't shoot a three.
Yeah, that was smart to foul him. That gives us 2 shots, and then that gives them the ball. Because I don't think we'll try to miss, because with what they have underneath the basket is going to be tough to compare to.
Hobbs makes the first. 61-59. Now, be interesting to see if he does try to miss. I don't think they will with Davis on the block down there. He does. He shoots and he makes it.
Right.
And it's a 1-point game. So Preston needs to take the ball away here in the last 4.5 seconds to try to get a look at another tie. Full timeout called by Hillcrest, 61-60. We'll take this timeout and be right back.
KACA.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The job stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Remember, in the last 60 games played here in Preston Gym, there's only been 6 teams that have come away with a victory. Hillcrest is one of them, and they're 5 seconds away from doing it twice.
You're right. Well-coached team. You got to give it to them for that. They're a well-coached team.
Preston's got to take the ball away. 4.9 left. Full court pressure all over the place. As Kessler will bring it in. Gets it into Cooper Kessler, and he's fouled immediately. So 3.9 seconds left. And again, even if he makes both free throws, he cannot ice the game. Preston will still have a shot with 3 seconds left.
Right. Just getting the ball open and getting to a shot to tie it.
So here's Cooper Kessler, a 69%er. He's only been to the free throw line once tonight and made both of his attempts. So again, the best he can do is make it a 3-point game. First one by Kessler is good. Cooper now with 5 points in the game. Remember, he was their leading scorer coming in at 19.5. Second one is good. So he made them both. And again, a 3-point game. And again, Jones wants a timeout, this time with 3.9 left.
Yeah, he couldn't. Time would have come off the clock if he'd have got it inbounds. So Jones wanted to try to make a play.
So the Preston will have the ball, baseline backcourt. They have to go the full length of the floor and get a shot in 3.9 seconds.
Right, if we get this in, it's going to be a half-court shot to get him to go in. So I don't know what the percentages is, but it's pretty slim right now.
63-60, 3.9 left. What does Jones try to draw up? And what does Hillcrest try to do? Do you foul immediately? Put them back to the free throw line again where they can't score?
If I was coach for Hillcrest, I would go out at a half-court press. You know, let them bring it in, you know, and keep it at a half-court press rather than try to press them all the way. Don't let anybody behind you. That's going to be the key.
Preston comes back out with all of their three-point shooters. They get it to Roberts. Comes to a Hobbs into the front court, who slips and falls, and the ball game is over. It's a traveling violation against the Indians when Hobbs slipped and fell with 2/10 left.
Yeah,
and Hillcrest is going to win it as they lead by 3 seconds. All they got to do is throw the ball in. Davis to bring it in, and that's the game as it gets it into Patterson. So a tough break for the Indians. Hobbs was open and trying to cut around the corner, slipped and fell.
Yeah, that's one of the breaks, you know. Usually when some things happen, some good, some bad, that's one of those things where you won't see that happen again on Hobbs. But he did try to come around, and his footing went out from under him.
So a tough break for the Indians as Hillcrest wins a thriller in double overtime. 63-60 the final, as Preston sees their record now go to 11-2. as the Knights win their 8th straight, and they are now 9-2 on the year. 63-60 the final. Stay tuned. Post-game show's coming up right after this. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care, when you have an occasion where you need someone to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to take care of your car. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle, they'll fix the cars that other mechanics will refuse to touch. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
Here is a great idea for lunch today, or any day. Try the fresh buffet bar in the deli at Stokes Market in Preston, with a different theme every day, but enough variety that anyone can enjoy it any day. There's also the fresh salad bar, so you can mix and match your favorite salad fixins to create your very own best salad. Now that your mouth's watering, add one more thought: the convenience. Every item on the buffet is ready to eat now. The fresh buffet bar, another reason to shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. Well, welcome back here to Preston Gym. It was an exciting one. It came right down to the end as the Hillcrest Knights, in the last 61 games here at Preston Gym, only 17 visiting teams have won, and Hillcrest has now done it twice as they pick up a 63-60 win in double overtime.
Yeah, there was a couple of interesting things in that game that could have changed the outcome. Davis is the one that stepped up for Hillcrest, blocking a couple of shots down there when that was going back and forth by a team. He come up, just a couple of big blocks, getting the ball away from us. We couldn't capitalize on it. So Davis came in big for the Hillcrest tonight, and that's just the way it is.
I know the game went to double overtime and both teams were out of fouls before the end of regulation, but I'm going to give you a number here that really becomes a difference in the game. In the second half, Hillcrest made 17 free throws, and they finished the game 18 of 26. They were 1 of 1 in the first half.
Wow. Yeah, we got them to the line a little bit quick.
Yep. So a tough loss for the Indians. They see their 4-game winning streak go by the boards. They lose. It's a non-conference game, so it doesn't hurt quite as bad as Preston now is 11-2 on the year. Hillcrest improves to 9-2. They've won 8 straight, and they get away with one here, as even though they lost, Preston looked like they're going to have an opportunity for a tying basket with 3 seconds left when Cam Hobbs tried to cut a little bit too tight and had his feet go out from under it, slipped and fell and slid out of bounds right over here in front of the Preston bench when he was going to get a look at a 3-point basket that potentially could have tied the game.
Yeah, and the official would have called him out of bounds when he slipped. He went out of bounds. Even though the ball didn't go out, he went out of bounds and then touched the ball after. So he was called for out of bounds, and that's what gave him back the ball with that 0.2 seconds.
So Preston now off until next Tuesday, when they will welcome the Pocatello Thunder here to Preston Gym next Tuesday night. That will open conference play, and they go into that conference opener with a little bit of a sting with this loss tonight.
You're right, and the thing of it is this conference, I mean, if you had to weigh the toughness in the conferences, I think our conference is the toughest with no thing. Pocatello was not a pushover, and Century is doing a fantastic job. So it's going to be tough play.
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe that actually equals. Nope, Century's lost 3 games overall in the year. Preston suffers their second loss. Pocatello has lost 2. Don't know what Pocatello did tonight as they were playing at Canyon Ridge. You got to figure that's going to be a victory for Pocatello. So that would move them up in the overall standings in the conference, as Preston now overall on the year is 11-2. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back, look at the stat sheet, see if we get a chance to talk to Coach Jones. He comes up out of the locker room. We'll take a timeout. Back with more of the postgame show coming up right after this.
KACA.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, welcome back here as we take a look at the stat sheet and the stats for tonight's game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance, with many options to serve you, from home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual Insurance. It's Naylor Insurance at 153 North State Street in Preston, or give them a call tomorrow at 852-0810. First for the Knights, who win it 63-60 in double overtime. Isaac Davis finished the game with just short of his season high. He finished with 14 points tonight, including going 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Cooper Kessler, well under his season average, finished the game with 6. Eric Patterson finished with 5 tonight. It was Jace Austin who had 4. Garrett Fippen with 8. Zach Greening had 1 in the game. Kobe Kessler with a new season high for him with 17 tonight, and Talon Taylor had 2. The Knights hit 2 3-pointers in the game, and as we mentioned a moment ago, they made 17 3-point shots in the second half and ended up the game 18 from 26 from the free throw line.
Free throws. They made free throws instead of 3-pointers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the Indians got 9 points from Rhett Larson as he ties his season high. Cam Hobbs finished the game with 16. Brecker Knapp with 12 in the game. Steven Roberts had 7. Drew Jones with 13, including the big 3 to force the second overtime. Will Hamlin did not score tonight, and Cade Lords finished the game with 2. Preston made 3 3-point shots in the game, and they were 10 of 18 from the free throw line and made only 7 free throws in the second half of the game. Free throws, the difference in the game.
Yeah, and we mentioned that earlier, but that's what Coach Jones is going to emphasize, When we get to the line, those are free shots. We need to make those, and, but in an atmosphere like this and at the line, Cam Hobbs was a nice man at the end of the game and did a great job. But, yeah, we got to have those free throws in order to excel like that.
Yeah, and it's as much as I go to practice as much as I can to watch, and as many times they take breaks to shoot free throws after running up and down the floor when they're breathing heavy. They're used to it. They're used to shooting free throws in that situation, but with a gym full of people, it becomes a little bit different. And they ended up missing 8 tonight. In fact, they only tried 18, which big difference is because the defense of the Knights was tough enough to where they didn't get the free throw opportunities.
Right. We didn't get to the line as much as Hillcrest did, and they missed some. But hey, when you can make that many more opportunities,
absolutely,
you make that many more, and it can make a difference.
They tried 8 more, and guess what? They made 8 more than the Indians did. So it's a 3-point loss for Preston as they lose it in double overtime. As some of the players starting to make their way out of the locker room, we'll take a timeout, see if we get a chance to talk to Coach Jones. But we'll proceed forward as John will have our Ralph's Construction Player of the Game coming up in 90 seconds.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
In the fairy tale, the lion needed to have a thorn removed from his paw. So it is in real life. Every so often our tires pick up thorns and debris that need to be removed so that our world can keep going round. When it happens to you, think Motor Jungle. Motor Jungle can help you with all of your tire needs, whether you need a new set, your current tires need rotated, or to remove the occasional thorn. Motor Jungle is the go-to guy, tackling the jobs other mechanics turn down. Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
That Larson's dad.
As for the Indians, they fall short tonight, losing by 3, 63-60. Waiting to see Coach Jones coming out of the locker room. Have not seen him as of yet. So it's time to announce our Ralph's Construction Player of the Game, and for that, John, who do we have?
Well, how do you choose one out of a team like Preston has? Where any man can step up. But I thought Cam Hobbs stepped up tonight. He was the floor general out there, and there were a lot of times where even when we were down by 7 at one time, he was able to get the players and going. Did a great job tonight. Made some important free throws down the stretch, and I think Cam did a terrific job tonight.
Ralph's Construction brings you our Player of the Game. Remember, they're building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. As they break ground on Phase 3, now is the time to contact them about a lot or design options for a home to be built for you. It's Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Tough loss. Final thoughts.
Yeah, it's hard. My wife says she has to live with me for a few hours until the next game, and I get over it. But the thing of it is you know, this is what it's all about. You have to play the game to win or lose, you know. And Preston did a terrific job. You have to give Hillcrest credit. Their big man came through at the end down there, made some block shots. There were a couple of calls that went his way, you know, versus what went for us. But all in all, you know what? I would expect the same kind of game if these two teams meet up again.
Yeah, you know, and we will. We'll see them again next week. Back up in Hillcrest, and it remains to see what happens there. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. What would have been different if you had Tyler Linhart available to come in when Larson had to go to the bench instead of trying to fill in with Cade Lords?
Well, you know, and I got to say this. We missed Linhart.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Linhart's an outstanding player, and he makes a difference when he's in there. But I thought Larson stepped up tonight and did really, really well.
Absolutely.
Inside. Got 6 points. You know, hit his average, hit above it. No, 7 points I believe he had. But you know, he played very well tonight. Rhett did a great job filling in for Linhart. But I think Linhart's agility and defense is a little bit better. But we needed Larson's body against Davis tonight because Davis was just shoving his way into the middle.
Well, hopefully the Indians will get Rhett Larson back when their next game. That comes up next Tuesday night when the Pocatello Thunder will be here. That's a 7:15 pregame show, 7:30 tip here on KACH and on mylocalradio.com, the home for Preston Indian sports. Our next broadcast comes up tomorrow night as the Preston Lady Indians will go to Pocatello to face the Thunder for the second time this year. And with a win, they'll look to clinch the regular season conference championship. This is all part of a doubleheader for you tomorrow night as our coverage gets started with Westside versus Malad on KACH, and you can hear the Lady Indians game live in its entirety following the Westside game, but you can also hear it live tomorrow night on mylocalradio.com. So that'll wrap up our coverage here for this evening. As the executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. Our stage manager and video coordinator tonight has been Don Hubbard. As a reminder of the final score before we get out of here tonight, as in double overtime, the Hillcrest Knights beat the Indians by a final score of 63-60 in double overtime. Until next time, for John Slaughter, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.